Right, good evening and welcome to Black Country Blitz PC Gaming. How we doing all? Right, back with another few new things added in this combo done by Wombat Trucker. And again, we've added a few new places. We've now got the Middle East to explore. Now, what I've done before we loaded the stream up is I've gone and picked the farthest destination on this map so far. So, it's that big it won't let me move. Now, the farthest is a place called that one, yeah, which is in Kazakhstan or Kazakhstan, right? If that is how the map is, I'm assuming it is. But it's the farthest point that I can go to the right, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to there. And then we're going to pick a job and see what it gives us. Hopefully, pardon me, it'll give me something with a bit of distance. Hopefully. And let's just see how far we get on. Right, let's get some decent lights on these thing. I've got three colours. I like the blue, I like the red, and I like the green. But it's giving me all colours tonight, so I might have to mess about. Any road. What else is there? I think it's Libya. We've got somewhere called Libya back. Again, I can't remember ever going to anywhere in Libya, but again, it's there. What else have we put? We've put a few other mods on. One to give me a more realistic lighting, according to what it says. Again, I won't know that until it goes dark. So it does make a change, being on the stream and it being daylight for a change, which is a very rare thing. Anyway, it looks a bit barren here, but we am really out in the sticks, as I say. Right, we'll go and find us a job, and hey, luckily there's a place right over the road, so we'll go and fill up if we need to. I don't think we need much diesel, but we will do. We'll fill up from the start, pop over the road, see what that's got to give us. What's thirsty a bit? Anyway, that's what we've done. Let's get the old dashboard up. That's my diesel display. Now, if you watched yesterday's stream, or last night's one, I've got a little bit of software called Voice Attack, which will let me do commands by using my mic and voice. Now, mainly I use it for Trackir to centre my tracking. Again, I got it enabled as we speak now, but in the next couple of days I'm going to configure it, so I'll have to go press lights on, turn left, turn right, you know, do the indicators. So basically, well, it ain't much to just do that, is it? But you know, it's just an idle, man. I just want to try it out, whether I can configure it to do certain things. Right, that's a nice little trip to, yeah, that other place in Kazakhstan. I am not going to try and pronounce these foreign destinations. So, but that's where we are in the world. Again, still rocking on my F1 wheel. It's a couple of days away before I'll get my wheel sent back to Fanatec. I hope they can sort it fairly quick and I can get playing back with my Forza Motorsports wheel, as I am sort of missing that round wheel. Not that I can't ride with the F1, but it just does seem right to be playing a trucking game with an F1 style wheel.
Route calculated.
Right, so that's we hitched up and raring to go. Again, like I said yesterday, I'm using an old traffic mod, which, according to the Steam Workshop, is not even compatible with 137. But you know what? For what it is, it actually does give me decent traffic flow. Again, whether it'll spawn out here, I've just seen a motorbike, so I must be spawning something.
Please turn left.
Now that's a little bit out, eh? I think I could see the traffic light then. Sometimes then I'll put traffic lights over the other side of the road, which would be easy where that digger is, you know. But again, luckily I can see that little one here. Everything is working as it should do, which is a nice change. Recently, no crashing of the game whatsoever, which is another bonus. As there's nothing worse than configuring stuff and it not working. But I have followed Wombat's combo to whatever he's done, I've done. The only things I've done differently is I've added the few Jazzy Cat packs, but I've put them below in a lower pecking order, and they seem to be working. Whether that's right or wrong, that's for me not to know, because I ain't got a clue. It's no good lying and saying yeah, I know what, because I don't. I've done it's just a little bit of trial and error. Everything seems to be working though. All the other plugins, extra reverse lights and stuff like that. Stuff that'll help me out in the game as we play it, or as I stream it here at different times of the day. Now it's nice to have the choice of whether do we go in Europe or do we go in America. Yeah, again, two similar games, and here in Euro, as I keep saying to people, you have more things to make you drive, so or stop. So you know, like roundabouts, traffic, border controls, passport control, weighing. Where when you play American, you seem to just be driving longer well, it seems like longer distances without much brakes. Yeah. Oh. Now that's a bit of a rarity. Big train there. Again, no barriers. That's something different. So sometimes if I just want to drive without thinking, well, I've got to keep stopping for roundabouts, toll roads and stuff like that, I'll jump into America. Now again, I think I'm like everybody now, just waiting for 237. No, yeah, is it 137? Sorry. To be released in Truckers MP. Again, hopefully the guys will soon make it compatible with the game, because I'm itching to get online with the lads. Again, I'm still waiting to try out the new Promods. I'm going to call it the new Promods. Try Promods out on Truckers MP, because I've never been in the Promods server yet. Again, I'm assuming it's just going to be like without having to keep enabling, disabling parts of your game, as that's what happens when you go into online. Some of the things that we're seeing here will not work when we go over to Promods. But again, you could expect, you know, your normal one-player game to be working on a big server. I mean, they do a fantastic job now with being able to play online with other players. Again, some proper players where I'll take this game seriously. Others, they'll just mess about and spoil it for everybody. I've said it many times. But again, with what's on Truckers MP, we try and stay out of the areas that are causing problems. You know, Calais and, you know, the main ports. And we can normally have a good stream. I'll put my good friend Mark up. I've also got his brother now, Brian. He's going to come in on the thing. Hopefully get Bobster, Keith, Dominic, again, I heard from Dominic from a few days, so you know, might have to drop him a message on Steam. Same with Keith. Also Joel, I know Joel plays Promods. I ain't got Joel on YouTube just yet, but I'm gonna have drop him a line, make sure them sound and everything. But I think I'm still playing, especially Joel is playing on 1.46, as I know he was playing on Promods the other night on Truckers MP. But you know, try and bring something new to the channel, like, you know, and that's what game is all about, coming together, making new friends. I've made quite a few new friends along the way in the last year and a half here on YouTube. Also introduced to new people on Discord as well. I mean, don't forget, there's a link to my Discord channel if you want to come in, have a laugh. You know, there's no major rules, just, you know, just be sensible, keep it clean, and you know, if you want to post anything, your rig, your latest gameplay, you know, if you've streamed any of your videos on YouTube, then feel free to drop them. Sometimes I like to have a look at other people's work, yeah. Now I do pop in to other channels, if you even have like 10, 15, 20 minutes just to say hello, how you doing and everything. That's the way it is, yeah. People are good enough to come to my channel, say hello, watch me stream for a bit. I mean, you know, don't expect people to sit there religiously. We've all got our own lives to lead and loads of things to do, so you know, but it is nice. I do appreciate people coming in and saying hello. Although, as late, I've got a lot of bots adding themselves to the channel and stupid comments, porn banners, you know, it's beyond me. Again, of course, the YouTube actually getting rid of them at the moment with what's going on in the world of this coronavirus. Any road, it looks like it's going to be a very quiet trip to our destination along this quiet road. Not much happening, but at least we have got all new areas to discover, and that's what I love about this game. There's places I've never been in the world. Again, I know it's only a PC game and they are 1-to-1, but you know, it's as good as all these old derelict buildings along the way. It's a bit like the Chernobyl. This Katasan's a bit like a rural country. You know, just out in nowhere. Right, I'm going to put cruise control on. I don't often use cruise control, but seeing as this road is just going to be one of these long and thin, it's pointless keeping my foot on the accelerator. Again, I don't think there's going to be many things that I'm going to be stopping me, but you never know. This is the thing when it comes to discovering new things on new map mods. Again, big thanks to Wombat for updating and giving us more content, and also another fella who's helped Wombat or sort of put things right to get more content on this big map combo so early for 137. There's somebody that could wait, eh? A nice big buzz. But I don't mind, let him overtake as long as he don't slow me down. That's the only thing I hate. I said it yesterday or the day before, is when these AI vehicles overtake you and then slap the brakes on and bring you down to like 0 speed. But it's making a change. It ain't pitch black. I ain't driving in the dark for like 3 hours on the stream. Honestly, I don't do that. It's just how the game is. I tend to, whatever I've streamed like previous day, I don't play it unless I'm streaming.
Please turn left.
I do like to stream my content. You know, it's very, very rare that I will sit here and play these games nowadays without some kind of streaming it back either to here, Twitch, or Facebook. Again, I do try and keep it just to YouTube. The simple reason is the content is a lot better. I can update or upload, sorry, in 4K rather than downgrading the quality. But I must say I do like going over to Twitch, plus I do like to play a few tunes. Yep, that's where I break the rules a bit. Again, not intended to say I own the records or any content what I play. It's just sometimes hearing the sound of the engine for a couple of hours gets a little bit monotonous. So to break that up, I load up my favourite couple of playlists of Med, and I'll jump over to Twitch. So if you're in my Twitch at the time, or I'm live, then at least we're going to have some tunes on. Otherwise, when we're on YouTube, it's basically just the sound of the engine. Oh, now I don't know what happened there. Now I've just totally stopped. I don't know what's happened there. Well, that's weird. I've never had that before. It's like I've got a puncher or something. I have no idea what's happened there. Wire bar just totally come to a complete stop. It's like I had a puncher or something. Hey look, just will not go. Now that's the weirdest. It's like something's in. See, look. There is nothing there, and yet I cannot drive. So what's all that on about? That is weird. I've never known that. Oh, that's a new one for me. I've never known that. We're driving down the road and all of a sudden you're talking nowhere. Whatever it is, it ain't letting me go forward. It's like there's a invisible item there. Weird. I can only reverse backwards, and I'm even having struggling with that. I just cannot go forward. It's whatever this is. It's preventing me from. And I've got full lock on my wheel. Look at that. And I cannot turn. That's made me crash into that with that. I've had this before though, where it's like something mysteriously is in the road. So I'm going to wait a couple of seconds, do some stuff, and hopefully that car should disappear. But why am I crashing on a road that's, you know, supposed to be connected? Anyway, we'll find out in a minute. Well, let's see if that car's disappeared. No. Come on then. And I've got two now. Don't like this, whatever it is. There's nothing behind me. And yet, I cannot reverse. And I'm going to drive on their side of the road when the road goes clear. And see if that makes any difference. Now that's funny. I'm driving on their side of the road now. Just about. Can I drive on my side? No. That was weird. Never experienced that before. It made me as I'd got to pull over and pull on their side of the road. So, hey. It's like something was in the middle of the road, blocking the road, but we couldn't see it. So, we will be coming to Kazakhstan again. It's like having a mysterious shopping in Corsair. Anyway, we've sorted it there. Hey, that's one thing here on Black Country Blitz, there's never a dull moment. Always something going on. But it was weird when I hit it. It felt, it took me steering, so it don't matter what I did, it just pulled the truck to the left side of them. That's weird, that. This road ain't very nice to drive on, as I'm feeling loads of vibration through the wheel. Not too quite, well it is, you know. I think I've got more vibration, I've got vibration motors in this F1 wheel, so I do get a little bit more feeling than I would with the Universal hub with a Forza Motorsports wheel on. Now when I have got the money, I am going to be upgrading to a BMW wheel. So once I have my Fanatec repaired, sorry, my Universal hub, I can just leave that wheel alone and just drive with the BMW on most of the time, just in case anything happens as it is now with the broken pin. I don't use the F1 wheel all that much. Only mainly for, of course, F1 games or certain cars that have got the F1 style wheel, but I can drive with either as well, as you can see now. Anyway, let's hope what just gone on before it'll happen again. Oh, it is really. This is what adds to this game when I get road textures like this. My cushion's vibrating. And I just want to try something. This is the art of this when I'm doing stuff, is get this shaker cushion to actually shake more better. So I know that this traction loss don't work. You can actually see this. I'm going to show you. Where is it? Right, that's what I'm looking at the moment. Right. This is, excuse my desktop, but that's like when we do the little pictures. I put them here, there, and everywhere. But this is the the vibrating cushion from Simracingstudio, and again, I've got the same sound thing here. This FOMOD. Now, say these do a lot of things. They do the wind. They do the lighting now, which should work like a US, a bit like the strips what I'm using now, and it's done via the software. So you know, the louder it gets, the flashier it lights. Again, I don't own that. But there's the cushion. So we've got front wheel, left and right, back left, back right, and of course when I press them, you'll see it goes blue, or whatever colour it is at the moment, on the lighting as it picks it up. And these are the actual settings when we dial them in. So I can sort of test them prior, and I'm going to put my microphone down so you can actually hear them, yeah? I don't know if you're actually picking that up. You might do. Very, very quiet. But these are to let me know the different sounds as we drive along. So I'm going to save that. And I'm going to save it for vehicle. Again, it'll come up with the vehicle itself. So going back into the game. See if that's made any difference. Now the vibration, that cushion, has got a little bit more better. They increased the engine slightly. And that does make this game a lot better. Help if I could get my speed up. I am going uphill a bit. But combine that now with the force feedback from the wheel and the rumbling of these textures underneath, it does change the gameplay. I'm just going to go back into that software though, because I want to try something. I want to feel which one out of all these is giving me the most feeling going over this. Hold on. That's my speed, so I know them two. That's when the truck sways. So I'm going to stick them right at the top. And I think this one is going to be the one that's going to give me more feeling at this time going over these bumps, yeah. So I'm going to have to save it 3 times, or at least twice, because now it's supposed to save it for the vehicle and the software itself. Whether it does is it get sluggish. I just want to test. Because this is like it is back and forth. Now I'm feeling nothing for that, so I'm going to go to suspension. And I've got engine 1. Now I'm going to bring these down. I'm going to get this the best out and get it at this present time, alright? So this is what you have to keep doing with certain software. I'll do that. Back in. Got nothing to lose. Now you would think that being suspension, because my suspension, I got suspension on the hoist it can be on, and there's nothing coming through that cushion at this present time, yeah. And I would think that's what would happen. I'm going to go in here, repair this truck.
Recalculate route.
Now,
If possible, please turn around.
there's nothing coming through via suspension. Now, let's try something. Nothing to lose while I'm sat here. Right. I know it's back and forth, but this is what you do. So suspension. I'm going to stick that up to a 4. I press save for the vehicle. I'm going to press that for the game. And then I go back to the game. My wheel's gone all limp.
Please turn right.
So we'll recorrect this again. So I know the gears that can go straight to the top. Road OV on. I'll stick that about a 10. Impact, we don't get that much impact as it is. Stick that to the same. Sway, well, we don't get a lot of that neither. So let's try that. Just when you get it right, then it's fine. I can just leave this and it'll stay there forever. Yep. And what I'm going to do now is do this as well. Restart the wheel as it does, because it always loses my force feedback settings. I've never known anything like it when it comes to Euro trucks or American. If I come in and out of the software, this is what happens, or out the game should I say, to make any changes. The road. It'll be better when we get back on a normal road.
Please drive straight ahead.
Seems to be working. I mean, it was working before, it just... Sometimes you can go over something that you know should give you that. I'll give you an example. Railway crossings. I should feel that bump, bump, bump. Yeah, that's how the sensation feels when I go over it with a cushion. Sometimes you can go over it and you don't feel that. Whether it's still having some settings where you've got to have the engine up,
straight ahead.
And then that's when you feel these more pronounced effects. Well, we'll see. But as for the game itself, that's rocking, that's nice. There we go. I'm back on this bumpy road. I mean, the actual force feedback of the wheel is, feel that really well. thought of something. Hold on. Bear with me. Now, what I need to do is knock that on the head. As I have another... See, this comes with another sound card, yeah? And sometimes the volume in that is probably not set to 100, yeah? Alright, let's have a look. That's fine. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'll just come in now. So the sound on that is fine. Just going to come to my mixer. Make sure that that is on. Let's see if I've got a volume for it. Right, sound. Oh dear, dear, dear. Right, where's that microphone? Because it is here. Somewhere along the line. That's fine. I've just got to find where it is now. Everything and everything is in here. Right. No, I cannot find it. Alright, where is it? Is that the one? Levels, that's on the hoist on that one. Right. Turn all them off. Because that might be making the change to the voice. Try that then. Hopefully I've still got me force feedback settings. I have.
Please drive straight ahead.
Here's me thinking I'd lost my gears and realising I've only got 12 in the Scania. I often forget that. Keep thinking I've still got the American trucks, and they've got 18 anyway. That's if you drive with an 18-speed gearbox. I always do when I'm playing any of these. But this can still don't feel right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to up the engine to that, the suspension up, that up, impact agape over the bar, that up, and the sway all up to maximum. And see if that makes any bit different. Yeah. I'll just save it in there. Save it in Intel itself. What I'm going to do is actually come out of the software. I've actually turned it off. So now when I start it, basically I'm starting it. I know I've turned off the display so you can see, but I've just restarted the software. So hopefully that now should give us better. Right, let's give it a try. There's times when I don't want to be off roads like this, but I need to be on a normal road to feel less bumps because this is giving me more force feedback in the wheel. I can feel the different bumps in the road, but I want to feel what it feels like on a normal road, and now I can get on a normal road quick enough. Talk about bone shaking travelling along this road. It's making me go everywhere. Now they might be cutting in and out with the sound of this, as my microphone on this headset is pretty sensitive of late. I don't know what I've done. I'm just looking at my actual levels. So if it does pick up any of the things like the cushion, now we've gone, and here's me think we're going back on a normal road then. We did for about 30 seconds. And again, cannot get off this bumpy surface. Yeah, I should probably go back to normal roads just as I get to the destination, so we'll see. Is this a normal road for a little bit now, please? Yeah, all for about 2 minutes. Back onto bumpy surface. Oh my God, I'm feeling that. Mega bumpy. The only thing with this journey is I've only got one road in and one road out of this. There ain't no other routes I can, like, you think, oh, I'll take that, just the right one. Just one continuous road. I think it's free. That brings up the information. We've still got 19 hours left to travel on this way. That's better. Whew. Now we've got a petrol station here, and we'll go and put some juice in. Is that petrol? Where am I going? It's my own garage when I buy it. What was happening then? We're going on a bit of a detour. Right, we'll buy this garage. We'll kit it out with people.
Recalculate route.
So, give us a sec.
If possible, please turn around.
If possible, please let me buy the garage. I don't want to hear that noise, so there's no need for that. Right then, let's turn this into a bigger garage. So it'll upgrade, and then we'll stick
Recalculate route.
some people in. Pardon me. Oh dear. Get rid of that. Right, now let's put some recruitment agency, and we want to hire people. So we'll pick you, and we'll put you in here. I wish you could just like select 5 people in one go and then put them into your chosen garage. That way it'd be a lot quicker. Now something like that, instead of doing that bloody walk around garage on moving SCS software. Why did you do that? You don't spend 10-15 minutes in the garage unless you're doing pimping up your ride, then you know, or pimping up your truck as they should say. But walking around, it's just a gimmick that. It needs to be removed and have something that's going to be worth it for us anyway. So we want to go to truck management. We want to buy some trucks. We've got a Scania. We've got a Scania dealer here. I've got to come back over to England. Buy online. Thank God to that. Pick my own truck what I've got now. Try and get all the same for all the drivers. That's one. Again, would have been nice to pick 5 trucks. You know, give us the opportunity to pick 5 rather than keep pressing 5 times. Gets a bit boring. Again, at least we've got another 5 workers, making my employer even bigger. Right, let's have a look at the garage management then. Make sure that every garage has got let's have a look. 5 trucks, 5 drivers. As you can see, I've got a couple with trailers. I'm starting to earn my money now. Again, not many at 100%, but it's early days yet. So we've got 12 garages with the Black Country Blitz Empire. Alright, now let's fill up. Can never have enough juice. And again, because these you know, sort of quiet roads, I never know when there's never going to be another petrol station. Or as our Bobster would say from in America, gas station. Every time I think of that, I think of my old mucky, bless him. Gasoline. And then the road, and back on the road again.
Recalculate route. Please turn right.
Anything else I ain't really bothered about, because you know, these buildings will probably
Please
come down
drive
here
straight
again.
ahead.
Oh, I don't want to be going into places like that. It's garages I don't mind, because I'm going to try and every time I see a garage come up, go in, buy people, then I know it's covered then. And if I ever do fancy driving from certain destination, I mean, I could go in and buy every garage, kit it out with all the people and be done with it. But I'll enjoy driving to the destinations, discovering them. Anyway, back on cruise control for the time being. Unless we hit another mystery package in the road, or a mystery truck we go see, like before. This to me now is very similar to American trucks, where we're just riding on big open roads with nothing. And it's just made me 4,630 quid. That's one of my drivers. Another one As it goes down, telling me what's happening with me drivers. He's just leveled up as well, which is good. The higher the level, I think they bring in more money. Oh, I think it's coming to a 10 to 6, is it? 1750. That's a parking space. I wondered what that was. Parking area. Again, I loaded up my truck book to log my journeys. I must remember to turn that on. Now what's he slowing down? Go on then. That's because it's gone to 37 mile, and I wondered why the speed had dropped. Or why he started to go so slow. I don't know why there's a 37 mile speed limit in an area like this, because there's nothing on the road. Stick it to 36 to be on the safe side. Train in the distance coming. Hey, seeing if there's anything to make the trains louder, and this has to open the window a bit. That's 3,931. Seriously don't know why it's only 37 mile road down here. It's just long and thin. Oh well. We'll stick to the speed limit. Don't want to end up breaking it. Even though them trucks behind me and catching me up. Don't seem we haven't been getting any closer to them buildings in front of it, does it? Seem miles away. Another destination discovered. Now here comes the proof. Is that going to make me think a bump? And that's a no. So I've just gone over that railway station, and that has not given me one of them bumps. What it should have done. So, something still alright with more cushion. Yeah. That's a good indication that this are doing what it should on the tin. Alright. So if I send them all up to the top, I normally have that on about a 2, yeah. So let's have a look. Because that's the sound I should give you. Will hear that, I don't think. And I ain't feeling either. And it's very frustrating not to feel it. That should have really bounced me up and down the cab. That bump, bump. Well, you don't actually feel that.
Please drive straight ahead.
I would do if the wheel hadn't have lost me 4 speedback settings yet again. It's never ending with this bloody Euro or American trucks. It's always the bloody same. Thank you very much. I'm back in the place to be. Anyway. It's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. We'll get there. Well, all I can say is at least it's live entertainment, folks. Oh, you gotta laugh at you. Right. Yep. Just with my wheel, just because, like, really, like, there's like no feeling. It's like there's no force feedback settings, but it's just like coming in and out of like the game itself. But I can do that with any other games and nothing happens. It's a bit weird. One of them. So when we go all the way round just to turn around, that was weird.
Right soon.
A turn right. There's no right turn. Oh, it is. Here it is.
Please turn right.
And there's one thing I could do is drive with that some little bit of tension in the wheel. At least the game may crash you. So that's a big bonus. Bumpy road again? No. I thought that was going to put me on with this really bad bumpy texture. For your day. Speed demon dear. Looks like he's on 2 wheels then. How the car was like sort of turned. Love that sound of these like air brakes now when you. They happen then. When I wanted it to make the noise. Hang on. No. It goes like a squeaky noise. That sounds ever so good. That one, that's the one. Still no 16 hours left to travel. I know it is still young. What we on 11:55 in the real hours. I could feel of all night to come in on. Again, all these signs haven't got a Scooby-Doo what I'm going to be saying. Alright, let's get some lights on. Some be lighting up time. Now what I really need now is another level crossing. So it makes my arse go bump bump towards a feeling with a cushion. But when you want something, it never bloody shows up. And I'm thinking to myself is the lower I ain't sure whether this is just picking up lower frequencies within the game, which of course is called telemetry, because I'll lower the sound of the engine, which is a fair slider, to a 2, I am now feeling when I press the accelerator pedal, the speed up, and I'm also feeling the vibration when I press on the brakes. Yeah. So by lowering the engine, I think it might be that way. Less is best. We'll see. Because it worked great before this game updated. Yeah. Now in racing it's totally different because again, different games, different settings, yeah. Luckily I can just set it up like for specific game, it'll jump to them settings. So once I've got it right with Euro trucks, it'll be very much similar to the one in American trucks, yeah. That's one good thing. I can actually, but you know, that on 3, that on a 5, and or that on a 20, whichever it is, sort of thing. Anyway, have we now got another garage, or just now it's just a petrol station? Because if it had been a garage, I'd have gone in and done the same as before, back in that other place. Gone in, bought 5 trucks, employed another 5 workers. Well, these are just little drive-through places by the looks of it. Advertisement for World of Trucks on there by the looks of them posters. It's great though, eh? You can sit here and feel like you're in a totally different country, sat in your bloody bedroom. You know, sometimes that takes a little bit to get, you know, in your head. Our guy goes, Mark says, you wait till you get into VR, son. You should imagine sat here now in virtual reality. You would totally forget that you're sat in a bedroom, wouldn't you? Yeah, to be fair. You can, he says your field of view, which is of course like what you can see out the VR headset, he says is nothing to what you can see with like the Trackir on. I mean, I've sent the telly into ultra wide anyway, so it does seem so squashed up. As when you're playing with the telly in 4K mode, it brings it like a square box, slightly bit on the width side, but making the go into ultra wide view. So basically I squash me top and my bottom up evenly, makes it more wider. He said, but wait till you get the VR headset on. He says, and you can feel like you're in that cab. He says, I can't wait to see your face. Yeah, so again, hopefully when this world gets back to some kind of normal, and I can get me some more pennies, I shall be doing it. I've got to go down that VRL road. You say that over the last year and a half, I've spent a lot of money on games. You know, quite a few racing games. Of course, an American and on Euro. For not to go and purchase a VR headset. Right, level crossing. Is it going to bump me? No. That's the second train station thing that they make me arse go bump, bump, bump. So that's not good. We need a set of train tracks that's going to make me have that sensation. Because I've said that so many times, you wouldn't believe that 4 little speakers could give you the sensation of going over a set of level crossings. It's just plays, it just scrambles your mind. It's like, have I just felt that? And it's coming from sound. Weird. Very weird. It just amazes me what they can do. This road looks a bit dodgy. Hey, they want to get the council down and get the repairs done. Look at the state of it. Well, talk about patchy roads. And the mist coming in off the... Look at that. Oh. Oh, we're back on... Now we're back on gravel road. Now I ain't feeling... Sorry, I've got to keep coming in that, but I ain't feeling this sensation like I did before. And it's... I don't know why. I've always had that bump sensation with this game. But of late, since these sound files have changed, I'm going to put everything down to... I'm going to stick that on a 10. I know you can't see this, folks, I do apologise. I'm going to stick that suspension-ish shit on the thingy. Gears I'll leave on that. I'm going to put my roll thingy to 4 and hit it again. I've got to get it right because it's just bugging the hell out of me sat here playing it. Right, it's a game. Hopefully I've still got my force feedback settings. This is what I've always said. When companies don't give you nothing when you buy stuff and they don't like do a little write up or say if you move this slider when parts of your game, say for instance if the bass is all in a game or certain thing in a game is louder, this will trigger this off, and that's all you need to find out. But if they don't let you put nothing on their website, there ain't a lot I can do to just keep in trial and bloody error. Anyway, it looks like 3 mile of this bumpy gravel. I better slow down because I'm doing 50 mile an hour or 53 mile an hour on a 50 zone. That was short-lived. Level crossings, proper ones by the looks of it. Make my arse bump, come on. That gave me the sensation. Thank you very much. So I'm on to a winner then, by that looks. As the night is slowly drawing in, it'll soon be dark. At least we've had a good session without driving in the dark from the off. It's nice when it gets dark though, ain't in this game. I mean, we're sitting here now, well I am, and me people and watching, bless you. But you know, you'll, oh shit mate, we'll getting from night to day to night, it's just great. Right, this is really, oh shit mate. Whoa, slow me down. Jeez mate. It's one of them bad roads. These are the kind of roads I like to drive on. Because this pushing's like vibrating like there's nobody's business. The force feedback's everywhere. The physics of the truck is bouncing me from here to next week. There's no way you could do 50 mile an hour down here. Oh god, that's better. That's really good. As the night draws in. Shit me. How fast am I going and I've still got to slow down? Shit me. Let's have a look what that physics looks like. Where's he going behind me? Oh, look at that fit. See, that's what I'm getting with the physics. When it's bouncing about, it's that. It feels brilliant. It feels like how a proper truck would bounce. That feels awesome. So it does make you slow down. You have to slow down. So if you know, no. Just too much. Oh, these roads and off. Oh, we will be driving down here again. I'm sure people that know me on here now. I absolutely love roads like this. Jeez, hey. Now, if SCS Software could throw a few roads like this into their new DLCs, I'd be a happy boy. But I'm glad people who modify this game do. Hey. So Kazakhstan has got some roads from hell. Brilliant. And I'm doing what? 12 mile an hour? Just about. It's like pink fingers in the middle of the roads, ain't it? But that's awesome to drive on. I'm glad I went in and changed them settings for that cushion now, because the little pops as I go over these bumps and then down into another ditch, I'm feeling, and it sort of matching the force feedback from the wheel, so it's a good balance. These are the kind of things I pour sort of, I wish you were out there watching it could feel it, because you'd be like, I do sometimes get a little bit excited. No way. But things like this is what bring the game alive. Yeah. And it is all down to the people that modify the maps. Because without them putting their time, it'd just be driving down straight roads. The odd thing that does make you, you know. But by adding this kind of stuff, it's really good. Oh dear, that's popping really good, that cushion now. Feels like it's pulling me to the one side slightly if I was to not grip on so tight with my hands. It's making you having to hold the steering wheel a little bit stronger. Nothing too like where it's like going to jolt you. I mean, I got that kind of force feedback on. You don't, like I said the other night, you don't need it in Euro or American. But you do need it just a little bit just to feel it. Anyway, we're past all that now. That was enjoyable to drive on. Made a bit of a change. We got some more? Oh, we got some more. Hey, just when I thought it was all over, them are like big race speed ramps. So again, it's another 12 mile on our road. Otherwise I'm going to be bumping up and down like there's nobody's business. You've got to drive slow. Again, tarmac. Yep, it's a bumpy texture. I love these texture roads. That's it, you can overtake me, mate, because I'll be driving soft down here. Not too bumpy, this next texture. And still feel it's a different texture to the others. And the road. Now that's all that it would be if them textures were in to break up the game. This noise, again, you do get the odd occasional, well I do, I actually feel like a pop, different places, but if the old game was all these kind of roads, it does get a bit monotonous and it gets a bit boring. So to have that break up, again, another level crossings, am I going to get my bump as I go over? Come on. No, they feel it so well that much. Again, might be because I slowed down. Silly road, that's a bit of gravel. Again, different texture, I'm feeling it again, all these bumps. Well, you can see it, it's making me bump, so I'm going to slow down a bit. We'll get to this other part of Kazakhstan, and when we get there, can hear something coming up behind me, I think. Yeah, I can see it in my head, in my mirrors. Great how you can hear the cars coming from. Come on, let's open that window. And I'll shut this one behind me. Right, we got the one out. So basically now all I'm hearing when I rev the engine is I'm hearing that sound in the left side of my earphone now. So hopefully, if anybody's watching and got headphones on, you should be hearing that as well. A friend of mine, Tony, he don't stream or anything, but he said the other day he got his earphones on his phone, as that's what he watches me on his mobile, and he says, oh, I can hear that audio in the left side of my earphones, and I did the right window and he heard the same as me. So, but I think that must be just be people with headphones on. If you ain't got headphones on, your sound off a telly or a computer system is just going to make it all one sound. So I think you do need the headphones on to experience that separation of audio. But you know, I played this the other night, 3 or 4 hours. It felt after about an hour that I wasn't even in the cab. It was a strange sensation. I totally forgot I was sat here. I was sat in the door. I turned the second screen off. Nobody was viewing, so I thought, you know, if they view, then I'll reply back to their comments later, as I always do. But I just got in the zone. I'd even turned off the LEDs on the rig, and I just drove. And eventually it got light outside, so I know that's probably about 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I looked, I'd done nearly 4 hours of continuous driving, which was great. Oh, we may have again. Shit, mate. Another one of these badass roads. Now this one is telling me, so this must be a bad road, because it's telling me I can only do 19 mile an hour speed. But with that track clearness to emulate the sound of rock or a gravel, Jesus, that's powerful. Right, that's a wait behind me. That feels ever so good. And I remember the very first time I come on a road similar to this. I was doing about 80 mile an hour and the truck just went AWOL. I soon quickly learned, drop your speed. That was funny, that night when I did that. That was in an EAA map. How can I explain this? With how the force feedback is now on this particular part of the road, every time I go up one of these darker ramps, it pops. Yeah, so it feels like I'm going up and over the lumps. Yeah. So with the force feedback from the wheel gets a little bit heavier as I go over the bits. The popping of that at the same time makes me feel that the sensation I'm getting is as I'm driving over the umps. That's the best way I can describe it. It feels like I'm driving over them. And that's all done by sound. Just unbelievable. I can imagine my chair going like that if I bought one of their motion rigs. Again, another $2,000, but you know, I'd be like that now. I'd be like, so until I get $2,000, I'm gonna have to simulate it. oh, he's bumping me all over. Rusty's makeshift bumpy chair. That's what it would be. Oh shit, mate. That's what it would be doing. Now I've stalled. But it would, if that's what I got, one of them motion chairs what Boasted Media's got for this same rig. That's what it would be doing, that to be just gently moving me left and right, forwards and backwards, in time with all the rest of the features. So the force feedback, the cushion, the motion rig and a free headset on. I can dream. One day, eh? One day. This is evil. Evil road. But again, it's an experience and all. Come on. Man, he in 5th gear. Going down here. There's lovely, isn't it? Fancy all about. Oh, 2%. See? That's another thing. If you get too fast, you'll end up damaging your stuff. No, hey, going really fast. What's my speed? 10 mile an hour. There's no way in the 19 down here. I'd be all over the place. Okay, another 2% damage. I could go now slower. That's 6% damage. Although I think I'm going to get away with that damage. I ain't too bothered. Just got to get through it. Discovering another place along the way. This is awesome. I thought it was coming to an end then. And there was a little bit of a break in this darker texture, but no. Still wants a little bit more out of us. Looks like the council ain't got a chance to be down here. Oh, he's lost his load. I was just having a look at how many diesel. I don't fancy breaking down. Running out of diesel down here. I think it could be coming to an end, folks. Yep. Again, another fantastic stretch of road. And we can go back to normal. That was good. Now I feel like a proper lorry driver. Or was that screwdriver? It's one of the two. Bloody arms are like that now, shaking for the last 10 minutes. I do though. Some nights when I've played this for a good couple of hours, my hands are like that for a good half hour till they calm back down again. So I don't reckon having force feedback up quite high is good enough. Good for your well, supposed to be good, I suppose, for your circulation. Because these things that do make your circulation better, many like vibrations, but I don't know if having the shakes after. I'll get the shakes if I could have a cup of tea. Never mind. Let me have shakes for a beer. Them air brakes, them not good no more. Loving the sound. And the road. I'll watch my speed just in case we hit another section of that kind of road, because you never know down here. If there's been quite a little bit since we started from that first place, so you never know. Every time I see a different texture I think it's one of them dodgy roads or what. Scares you when the white lines go from in the middle as well. That's like, okay, dodgy road ahead is it when the white lines go? Right, again, no chance of reading that sign. One, it's in foreign. Oh, here he goes. Super fast buzz. I bother and let him overtake me. Like I care. I'm here to enjoy my ride, not speed through it.
Turn left soon.
I'll turn left a minute, love. If I can see the left turning. It's that dark.
Please turn left.
Put into that, I'm just about making make out the left turn. Now we've put a mod on to do headlights, but it don't seem that much brighter. Whether it's because the brightness of this second monitor is bright and I appreciate it, that might be the case.
Please turn right, then drive straight on.
Well, seeing as more viewers are watching and I talking, which I know you do, bless you, I'm going to turn this setting screen off. So I'm just lower my little LEDs down a bit. Hold on, let me just do these right. We're not following the button. So I'll keep them on some brightness, but not too bright. Hold on, I've got buttons everywhere. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the brightest. 6 is the brightest then. So it does put some kind of colour on us. And see if I can appreciate this lighting now. Now them in a little bit too bright, too dark. Let's get it right, eh, folks? I know. That's the better. So this is what I'm on about. This is our truck when there's nothing about or nothing. Now I can see the thing because there's less light coming in from things.
Please drive straight ahead.
And I can see a lot better than previous. Yeah. Right, let's go and get some diesel. How do I pull on here? Oh, I've got to turn around and pull on here. Okie dokie. Rather fill up. I know you say empty, but you never know. Right, where's the entrance?
Recalculate route.
Oh, see the entrance?
Turn right soon.
That's because it's here.
Please turn right.
What do you think? It's that door. Hi, beam jobbies.
Turn right soon.
Is this for the entrance for that petrol station, or have I bloody missed it? That ain't the entrance to the petrol station. You know. Oh yeah, you're going to be able to turn that round now, and now. I am. Well, I'll go. Oh, here we am. Stuck on some of Corsair again. Come on. 0.7 gear, you bugger. Ah, truck, come on. Ah, that don't help, does it? Am I going to be able to get out of here? Just a bloody about there. Still a out. Oh, come on. Don't need this shit, man. 4C. The gears will go into the right ficking gear. Why did I have to pull in here like a bag? If in doubt, reverse that. So that's the only way I'm going to get out of here now. Now I'm supposed to have them extremely large reverse lights, but that mod to give us better, or supposed to give me better lighting, has killed my reverse lights. As them reverse lights I had on before would have lit all that up, believe me. So sorry Armor, but that mod's got to go. It ain't doing what it says on the tin. Again, it's made by, what's his name, Mr. Franklin. And I've noticed of late some of them, what he's made, don't do off what they're supposed to, so. Right, where's the freaking entrance to this petrol station? That's what I'm looking for.
Please turn left.
Man, that's blacker than black. Why have I got no signs on? She's going from bad to worse. Right, let's get that V off. By the time I get to this petrol station, I'll be running out of diesel. Right there it is.
Please
by the
turn
looks of
right.
it. Right, I'm going to take that route.
Recalculate route.
It is what it is. It's got that bloody grass over it. That's what throwed me. Anyway, women. Finally. Right, back on route then. Bloody grass is covering the entrance, that's what throwed me. And I think that's a ditch. Don't say that's a ditch. No, it ain't. It is. That's a bloody ditch.
Please turn right.
Get me out of here. Let's get back on the proper road.
Take the second exit at the roundabout. Please take the exit.
Well, we're on track now. Still got 11 hours to travel. 454 miles. So it's what? 2 o'clock in the afternoon we're going to get there. It's, what is it? 3:30 in the morning in Gam. And the way I was going it with that petrol station, it might have been 3 o'clock in the real world. It's all good. Love the sound of that wind effect. Makes you the sense of speed when you can hear it. What's one of them other textured roads? shouldn't try and overtake then if you go fast, mate. Come aside of me then and just still have to slow down. It's alright doing 50 if you can see where the bloody hell I'm going. These bends are bad enough as it is without going round them at super mega fast speeds. 33 is faster enough, and 30 power. She's still trying to come in. I thought she was trying to overtake me then. He is, very good. Tear horsing. See, you've still got to slow down, are you? Sit behind me, wait your turn. Twice that truck's trying to overtake me now, along here. And twice he's had to pull back in. Oops. So with these speed, 1 minute it's 50, then it'll drop down to like 37, then 43. Really have to keep your eye on it. We don't have to, but I tend to do now. Rather than speed all the while. Here he comes again. Done it this time. Somebody's impatient. Game on. They're road rage. Wonder what them green was then, for the petrol station. Talk about going round in circles. Jesus. To the left, to the right, all the way round. Why don't they just put the road straight through? Right.
Please drive straight ahead.
No shit, love. Sure you don't want me to turn a bit. That bad thing when you're cracking up and start talking to the sat-nav woman. Right, oil and time.
Take the third exit at the roundabout.
Can do that if I can even see the bleeding roundabout.
Please take the exit.
Oh, see the exit, love, never mind, take it. Good job it's raining, although it's spouting too soon, it'll probably start in a minute. why them flashing lights was for them. So I thought, here we go, we've got a diversion. That's what I thought that one, them lights was for them. When is it? 5:15 in the morning nearly. Should be getting light in a minute. Right, level crossing coming up. 100, 200, so here they are. Whoa! Jeez, there's no barriers then. Jeez, that was good. I had to slow down then. There's no bloody barriers to tell you the train's coming. That's good. Not. Training that through me cushion that time, so that's good. Not good if I'd have hit that train at how much. Gotta stand need to get some bloody lights going. So the next time I see any level crossings here, this part of the world, it means slow down because there might be 100 mile train passing. That was scary. I tell you what, today, well, earlier on this morning, I had me an hour on Battlefield 5, and the sound effects in that game are just so unreal. I actually nearly jumped out this console. A plane flew over my head shooting bombs, and it was like nothing I'd ever experienced in my life. It felt like I was actually in the war. Scared the shit out of me, to be fair. Just how good they make these games, and oh, amazing. Anyway, morning's here. Another one where we've gone through day, night. Now back into day. What we're looking at 10 to 3 in the afternoon, and this is going to be 10 to 3 or 14:49.
Please turn left.
Waiting to that, there's nothing coming that way. Nothing coming that way. Just how I like it. I'm alright for diesel, yep, so we can carry on.
Please turn right.
Indicator knocked off then. Is it 50 mile road? Or more good? Or? Turn off with the red lights, ready to soon turn off my main headlights. What's happening here? Stationary vehicle. That's just on the hard shoulder. What was happening then?
Please
got
drive
right
straight ahead.
And we got right away then. Even like the things that feel the road rumble strips in the roads here now. Time I go over one of them, I feel it in the cushion. Love how these pullers change with the morning. Nice sunset coming over there. Of course, see it through. My mirror's in the way, but this is that brutal weather kicking in now. Like different light boxes, different times of the day. Thought I might get some rays of sunshine, but we ain't. Leave my side lights on. They're worth going down to 19 mile just to pass that. There's only tiny diversion.
Please drive straight ahead.
I don't know why that little section went to 39 then now back up to 50. Here it comes. Now it was overdue, a bit of rain, right, better bring up the windows. I'll get her there wet and I'll be having moaning, you're not women them like. I thought we got to have a bit of rain soon, we hadn't had none. Have a bit of thunder sound and all. Alright. At least that works well now. Thunder noise crazy me.
Turn right soon. Please turn right.
There you go, somebody on from the jollies in that aeroplane. And I'm sat in a cab with it pissing down the rain. Happy days.
Please drive straight ahead. Please drive straight ahead. Please drive straight ahead.
Every time I go over one of them rumble strips, it makes the wheel jolt, you know. Amazing. Little strip like that can do. Oh, that's thunder. Very much short-lived. Just enough to say we've had some in the game, eh? You know, rather than it be raining 3.5 hours in a stream. Well, that way I got my settings up very high, to be fair. I still like having a bit of, you know, variety in the game. As one somebody commented the other day on one of my previous streams where I was testing out, I think it was this mod, but back in say 1.35 or 1.36 version with a brutal fog, and he said, like, does it rain all the while? It does when Rust puts one on. Now it's because I put the setting up as much as possible. So the more you move it over to the right, the more the effect's going to stay on. So basically it rained from the start of the stream to the end of the stream. But again, some people, you know, don't understand the game. Which again, I'm trying my best to help this person out. Just by saying, like, you know, if you move the slider a bit closer to the left, it's less powerful. But if you move it to the right, the effect gets more greater. So either way, it's finding that balance between, do you want more rain or do you want less rain? Again, if we've got percentages or some numbers for sliders, then it would be a lot easier to help people out and say, look, you know, if you change this number to any more, then you're going to get more. But we call not until SCS software change their format or their interface. Well, don't matter what I do now for SCS software, as in, you know, even if I praise them, they just totally ignore me. So hey, it's all good. Hear me? Well, they'll try and race me, mate, because I'm only doing the 42 mile an hour. Don't know why they try and do that. It's been that long since driving with this, I don't even know what I'm carrying. Forgot. I need to put my Trackir app on. At least I know what I'm carrying. Oops, must have been a bit of an uneven road. Oops. Just come off the gas pedal. Just doing over the 50 there. Nice rest area. I wonder why he was just sitting there. So I realised it was a rest station. Now it took me this time because I'm doing a really low speed though. That bus will be able to though. Gonna have to stay behind me now. Put my foot down, that's how I'm trying to get up this hill. And trains are travelling fairly fast. Again, I hope they've got some barriers that go down. That's if we cross the rail tracks. Sometimes you do in this game. You see rail tracks but you never cross them, and I don't think we're going to here.
Please drive straight ahead. Take the second exit of the roundabout. Please take the exit. Please drive straight ahead.
Waiting and the petrol's already refueled. Oh, I just want to try something. See if that's doing what it says to on the tin. Right, I don't think it was. Never mind, eh? Ah dear. Right, let's carry on.
Please drive straight ahead.
One lane, eh? I'm going to be driving on the orange shoulder here.
Please drive straight ahead. Please drive straight ahead. Please drive straight ahead. Please drive straight ahead. Turn right soon. Please turn right. Please use the left lane. Please use the left lane. Please use the left lane. Then drive straight on. Please drive straight ahead.
Through that barrier then. I seen it, I think, nah, it's A. And then, shit me, it is. I gotta drive chicane. I think crashing into him. Never mind. Now time for signal, mirror signal in manoeuvre. That's for sure. Ah dear. Oh, look at that. That 9 more extra. Sit the walkers up. Something's going on. No idea what that sign said then.
Please use the left lane. Please use the left lane. Please use the left lane. Then drive straight on. Please drive straight ahead.
I knew. Oh, they'll wait. They wait. I mean, they don't wait. They don't wait nothing. Oh, bloody wait, and still it's summer. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Nearly there. Bloody van.
Please use the right lane. Then take the right exit. Please take the right exit.
I would have done if it hadn't had the diversion, so I all that way now, and I've got to divert, so never mind. I'm going to take this one. But I have put the diversion on. Oh, let's have a look, because I think that's going to keep sending me back to the same place. Oh, I can't believe I was that close to delivering it. Never mind, shit happens. Right. Is there another way to get to here? There most certainly is, so we've got to come here. I take that for another 45 minutes. What's 45 minutes?
Route calculated.
Oh shit, route calculated. They'll open up a bit more new roads, so I don't care. But at least I know that my route diversion mod or whatever it is working. Just happened to be so bloody close to being away from him. It's just round the corner though, eh? So we don't get no more of them dodgy islands. Making me crash at this time of the morning.
Please use the left lane.
Hey, keen on these left lane shit.
Please use the right lane.
Well, why don't you keep me in the right lane? It was leading to the same place. That's a bit soft, that. Let me lose the left, and when I could have just stopped into it, just go round this bend. Strange. These train tracks with no barriers. There's no trains coming, is that? No. Quick over them. Never knowed anything without no bloody
Turn
signs
right
there.
soon.
Trains. Jesus. Get yourself killed round here. Hey?
Please turn right. Please drive straight ahead.
First time I've seen a buzz in a bus stop as well. That's something else I've just never noticed before.
Turn right.
Seen buzzes,
soon.
but I've never seen them pull up of a bus stop like that buzz just. Well, I know you can play this game as a buzz game as well if you put the right maps in, which is the EAA map, and you can pick passengers up, and instead of doing jobs, you do jobs as a bus driver. I've never tried it myself, and coaches and buses are totally different experience to driving trucks. I have drove a bus on this game, but because it's longer you have to really slow down, and I mean slow down.
Please turn
when you're going round bends. Anyway, we're here. Another railway crossings. Oh, this one's got barriers. They are going off. No.
Please drive straight ahead. Turn left soon. Please turn left. Turn right soon. Please turn right. Turn right soon. Please turn right. Turn right soon. Please turn right. Destination reached. Navigation finished.
And there we go, one delivered trailer.
Route calculated.
Probably might have some damage, who knows. We'll soon find out. No, I thought it was. It has, no. Green has not, huh? Try again, eh? No, skid me excellent, thank God. Thought it might have had a bit of damage going over them rough, bumpy trails, but hey, that's all good. Penny Road, I'm going to go and head off to bed. So be good, be safe, and it's only my one viewer. Good night, Bobster. See you out, Tater. Be good, be safe. See you tomorrow. See you out of it.